Hello fellow bike people. I had a ton of fun making that last vlog style video, so today I wanted to do more of the same. So the city, I guess technically the forestry department, is hosting a forest ride out of Riverwood today. That's one of my favorite places to hang out, and if you see some of the older videos on my channel, there's a lot of mountain biking, and 99% of that is in the Riverwood Conservancy area. Now, I haven't been down there for a long time. I sold my mountain bikes during the pandemic, and that was because really there was no mountain bikers left working at the shop. Everyone was just kind of doing their own thing, and I had gotten involved with Mississauga Cycles and PMC and all that, and GLE movement, and really just my focus went away from mountain bikes. So yeah, I haven't checked out the trails in a long time. I don't know how capable I'm gonna be, especially because I don't have a mountain bike. I'm taking a BMX bike. Now this one has a brake at least, and a tall seat post with a fairly comfy seat. Mountain bikey pedals, tons of grip, but it's still BMX. One speed, no suspension, not much in terms of braking power. It's somewhat capable of handling the trails. It's not going to break, it's pretty much bulletproof, but at the same time, it's not the most trail-worthy bike in terms of performance. Now, I really like this one. If you've seen the old, the S&M black bike that I had in some of my older videos, I'd been kind of using that as a daily rider. This is a frame I picked up on Kijiji, and yeah, that was a really good buy. I paid $150, which might seem a lot for just a single frame, but it's a really nice frame. It's a Mutiny, which is really big to me. Mutiny is the company that got me into BMX in the first place, because their web videos and stuff used to be really good. They had one called Let's Get Mystical, which was a full-length BMX movie, and it was before this frame was made, but either way, that was what inspired me to get into BMX. So I've wanted a Mutiny for a really long time, saw the opportunity to get one, couldn't resist. So now I'm making this thing be a trail bike. This is also going to be a bit of a product test for these Shimano GR5 shoes. I had an older pair, so I think they called the GR500. It was the old version. These are the GR501 is the actual model name. But either way, Shimano GR5s, and they're the, let's see if I can get a shot of the bottom. They're the flat version, so there's no SPD clip or anything on there. These are just a really grippy, really stiff mountain bike specific shoe. And I love this style of shoe. I've had them from Shimano, Specialized, and Giro in the past. And so far, the Specialized, I found they've been the most comfy. So I'm giving a new pair a try. Let's see how these last. I'm up here on the top level of Riverwood Conservancy. And as usual, I showed up early. And of course, I haven't actually registered for the ride because I'm really bad for that. So I don't actually know where everyone is. So yeah, for the time being, I'm just going to give you a little tour of Riverwood, because this place is really pretty. This is a feature I really like. You can pause there if you want to read the whole thing. But yeah, it's a nice little outdoor classroom, meditation circle. Really nice, peaceful place to relax. I've even filmed some videos here in the past, but yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite features of this place. And here we've got the pond and the marshlands. This is a really pretty place, and you can often see some really cool animals. A lot of the time you get red-winged blackbirds and stuff in there, some cool birds. I'm assuming there's some little mammals hiding in there too, but I haven't really seen much for those. It is end of September and fall has properly kicked in. It is chilly out here. It's 12 degrees. I don't know what that is if you speak Fahrenheit, but whoa, some wind. Yeah, I don't know what that is if you speak Fahrenheit, but yeah, when you've been used to 30 degrees in the summer around here, 12 is cold. I got the long underwear on, you know. Look who I found. We got Kirk, we got Vince, we got Faisal, we got Julie, Where's Rahul? Is Rahul not here yet?
No.
Of course not. But yeah, this is cool. This is more than I expected. I wasn't expecting the tent and everything. It's pretty awesome. And of course, everybody else has actual mountain bikes for this.
Peter, I'm one of the 6 people that watch your video.
Awesome!
I do too.
I gave you a like.
Like half my demographic is here. Awesome!
I'll check it out later.
I like it. They got all the gear here. It's ironic. They're pumping up their tires, but I had to let out a bunch of air from mine because they were way too hard before. I think, well, I don't really measure my own tire pressure that much. It's another thing I'm kind of bad for. But I think I had maybe 40 PSI in there before. Now I'm down to like 20-ish because, yeah, I want extra grip because those things are slick.
And final forest element activated. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mississauga Cycles here. You never know when it's going to get chilly, so check the weather before you go. There is no wrong day to bike, but there can sometimes be the wrong clothing. So dress in layers, get your green on, got your plant vibes, got your forest socks, got your green waterproof shoes. Not entirely necessary, but the layers are key. Join Mississauga Cycles, volunteer with us, and check out the City of Mississauga events at MississaugaBikes.ca.
Yeah! Yeah, that was Rahul. He's the guy who runs Mississauga Cycles. He's the one who told me about this ride. And it looks like we're heading out. Sorry for slight shaky cam. This is not the smoothest boardwalk. It's pretty though. We have paused in Sawmill Creek and I'm kind of at the back of the group and it's, I think, a little windy over there to hear what everyone's actually saying, but I'm gonna try and paraphrase. Basically, these talking about like the work they do in the forestry department, planting new trees, trying to get more biodiversity going on in here, because the more diverse ecosystem like this is, the stronger it is. And you know, instead of just letting it grow, they're, you know, doing that specifically to get ahead of the invasive species that are already here and would otherwise choke out a lot of the other plant life. Also things like, you know, different types of trails to manage the drainage and everything. And it's pretty cool that they're talking about this. It's yeah, the natural heritage and all the forestry stuff in the city. It's a lot deeper than I thought it went. This is pretty cool. Also, in terms of the ride, this is a much more casual kind of path than the ones I thought we were taking. So yeah, Brianna should have come on this one. This little tree is one of the things they were talking about, just leaving natural dead wood. So apparently the top broke off, tree died, so they basically just left the remains of it here, and that's for like woodpeckers, squirrels, raccoons and stuff to use as like housing and food source and all that. So that's an important part, as well as all of the like remains of logs and stuff that they leave on the ground over there. That is actually an important part of the forestry. That's not just being messy. Cool.
Nothing here.
No visible fish today.
Yeah, so far.
It's about that season where there should be fish, but there's no fish.
Going out this way is gravel.
Oh, Barbertown has a whole ton.
Yeah, I don't
So
think I'm gonna
they
go
all got trapped upriver. That's what happened. So again, I'm just kind of paraphrasing because, you know, it's windy and trying to hold the phone close to me, so you probably won't be able to hear what John's saying. But basically, all this 30 years ago was just flat grass mowed down like, you know, that tall, basically to the river. And what they've done in the forestry department is do all this to essentially return it to its natural state, which I think that's pretty cool. Like, if you had told me this was all naturally grown, it hadn't been changed for hundreds of years, I'd believe it. But yeah, this is all like restored forest land. Yeah, that's awesome. And now we're heading up the Culham Trail from Erindale Park, I think back up to Riverwood where we started. This hill's a monster. Yeah. This hill's a beast. This is the whole reason Brianna didn't want to do this ride. Woo! Major respects to everybody who made it up. and you're still making it up. This is a big one. My laziness got a hold of me, so I'm portaging up the big long flight of stairs instead of doing the last big hill for the ride. As much as the one I just did is damn big, it's the second biggest you have to do to get out of that valley, which is the one unfortunate thing about this place. As much as it's beautiful, it's a valley. You gotta do some really big, there it is, really big stairs to get up and out, or some really big hill climbs on your bike. We made it the long way. So that's why I'm under the stairs.
Okay.
They have to go even further uphill and then come down the hill here to get back to where we are. Hey.
Another community ride with the city of Mississauga. Hey, we got Peter from Cycle Path.
Rahul from Mississauga Cycles.
Rocks.
Hey.
Hey. You got ice cream?
We're gonna make Brianna really regret coming on this ride. It's free ice cream. I know it's like way too cold for ice cream, but after a ride like that, yeah, it's alright. They got the ice cream sandwiches, the fudgesicles, and these. Awesome. Doing some stylish photo shoots here.
Hey, there's no such thing as too black.
That's correct.
No, the color can
We don't have any banding to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see you in.
I have returned home just in the last few minutes of light, so I didn't even need my super fancy bright light for the trails there. My tiny little keep it legal thing was good enough. But gotta say, that was a really, really good ride. It was, I mean, mostly on much smoother paths than I expected. There was that one big hill at the end, which bit of a challenge, but you know, that's to be expected if you're riding by the river. Other than that, like I gotta say, in terms of trail report, yeah, the trails are quite smooth. There's a few little gravelly bits, but overall it's been way worse down there. So for just casual cycling, Culham Trail really good right now, Erindale Park really good right now, Sawmill Creek really good right now. So yeah, that's my trail report there. In terms of the ride, John and Sarah from the forestry department put on a really good ride. Like, that was really informative. I had no idea there was, you know, so much interesting stuff going on with forestry. Like, I always assumed it was more complicated than I realized, but you know, I didn't realize it was so interesting, or at least they made it seem so. So yeah, I'm really hoping they put on more rides like that, and even do like maybe even non-cycling related events like hikes and stuff, just to talk about everything that's awesome down there. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I'm really enjoying making these vloggy style videos. So assuming that somebody watches them, which apparently some people do, I'm gonna keep making them, so hopefully there will be more YouTube content for you soon. Peace. So it occurred to me I forgot to talk about the shoes, so I'm gonna do that quickly before I wrap this up. So I'm at work right now. This is the same shoe that I was wearing, just in the other color option, and I gotta say, it works very nicely. Now, this is the same as the previous Shimano shoe I had. This is the GR500. This is the GR501. So the big thing that I noticed that's different is the ankle protection. So with these old ones, I'm imagining that dip was designed to let the ball of your ankle roll a little bit more, so you got more mobility, but didn't protect against your cranks and pedals being ankle bitey. This one gives you a bit more protection, so I like this newer model. Other than that, it's the same kind of grippy but not insane and stiff kind of sole as before. So yeah, Shimano GR5s, these get my seal of approval.